Welcome to Wild Breakaway with Wes Walz. I'm Audra Martin. 24 minutes into this one tonight, it looked like the Minnesota Wild could very easily suffer their sixth straight loss to the New Jersey Devils. Instead, they rallied 4 unanswered goals. Your typical run-of-the-mill comeback led by Joel Eriksson Ek, Chris Stewart, and Mike Riley to get the job done. They get their first win over New Jersey since 2012.
Yeah, who would have thought those, those 3 guys were a big part of this win here tonight, especially the fourth line. I thought Ek, Chris Stewart, and Winnik were the Minnesota Wild's best line right from the beginning of the game. The Wild got off to honestly a terrible start in the first period, got outshot 18-6, got themselves in penalty trouble. We're very, very fortunate to get out of that period, only down 1-0. That was a win for the Minnesota Wild. Alex Stalock kept them in the game. The Wild got their legs in the second period, were able to score 3 goals, and then I thought played an outstanding third period. I know they had 14 or 15 shots on net. A lot of those shots were from the outside. The Wild stayed out of the penalty box in the third period when it mattered the most, and they really closed that game out here tonight and played outstanding.
And it was a win that was capped off with an empty net goal from Eric Staal, giving him his 900th career point. Here's a look at the rest of your final stats. The Wild get the win despite being outshot by 15, one of the largest differentials of the season. New Jersey, really the better team all around. They go 1 for 3 on the power play. They had a better night in the face-off circle. Minnesota Wild struggling in both aspects, can't get it done on the power play. But like I said, they rallied in that second period, which of course makes their head coach quite happy.
I see some enthusiasm. When we're down tonight and the previous game, we weren't all of a sudden just going, here we go again. It was, let's get that goal and go after them. And once we got the one, same as in the Island, is we got 2 and 3 right quickly. The enthusiasm and energy was there. So it's a great thing if you can keep it going.
So now the road trip continues tomorrow as they take on the New York Rangers. Then they will return home Sunday to face the Sharks before doing battle Tuesday night against Mike Yeo and the St. Louis Blues. But the finale tomorrow night, another big one for the Minnesota Wild. Good news there, they don't have to fly. It's just an easy bus ride back to New York City. And they're taking on the Rangers, who have had all sorts of issues here recently, a team also that was in action tonight.
Yeah, this Minnesota Wild team, really, it's been an outstanding trip, obviously winning the first 2 games, but they got to get greedy. They have to be greedy, and they have to get this game tomorrow night. I mean, this is a glorified American Hockey League team right now. They lost their 5th game in a row in Montreal here tonight. Rick Nash didn't play for them. Michael Grabner didn't play. They've got a ton of injuries on the back end. They've got, I think their 6 defensemen that played tonight had a grand total of 300 NHL games. The Minnesota Wild need to get these 2 points. It's very difficult to win on the road, and nothing comes easy on the road. But because down the stretch, the last 20 games of the season, anyone that plays the Rangers got a really good chance to win. The Wild really, in my opinion, need to close the deal and sweep this 3-game road trip in New York tomorrow night.
Well, they already beat the Rangers once just a few days ago. We'll see if they can make it a perfect 2 for 2 and 3 for 3 on this road trip. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. For Wes Walz, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.